me see what you guys see. Everyone hear me all right? All right, cool. We got the sluice in the picture. I think I nailed it the first time around. That never happens. Bring on the bubbles. Not even 5 minutes into the stream, they're asking for the bubbles. So I did manage to find the piece that holds my phone. Nobody's duct taped anything this stream, so we're good to go. We got Gentlemen, High Water, welcome. Mega Dog, Careless, Prairie Prospecting, JT Paluki, Aaron, Gold is where you find it. Welcome, buddy. And I did pick up bubbles today when I was in town, getting the young lad a whole brand new thing of bubbles. We're going with orange today. Right. 14 awesome people in the house already. And yes, we do have Ben Sluice in here and his shifty eyeballs. I just noticed he's got a pack and a shovel. I don't trust that guy. Joe Weiss in the house. Welcome, Joe. David Peckham in the house. And this guy who shall remain unnamed from the first stream that doesn't do anything. Dan Scholes, welcome. It is, Mama. It is a gorgeous day. It would be way too humid if it wasn't for this breeze that Careless keeps complaining about me sending to her, but it is really, really nice here. I don't think that gnome is smoking Mega Dog. I think it's very, very possible that he's doing things that are much stronger by the looks of him. He's a shifty little bastard. My indicator, Matt Aaron, that is a toolbox liner. Like you put in your toolbox and you get a whole roll like 10 feet of it on Amazon for like $10. And it's actually just double-side Gorilla tape to the top. $489 miles an hour. That's crazy, Careless. Culver in the house. How's it going, James? Great to see you. Yeah, and the nice thing with that toolbox liner, you get so much of it for $10. And you know, if anything happens, I feel like I want to take it off, or it wears when I want to replace it. You know, just rip it off and cut a new piece with the template, and away you go. Hey, Wes, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, it is a little bit windy. My pinwheel's going a little bit nuts here and there. I don't know if we got any Canadians in the house yet, but you know, it's our long weekend. You guys, I believe, is Thursday's the 4th, so kind of our equivalent of the 4th is tomorrow. That's right, Prairie is Canadian, and he did wish me a happy Canada Day, so right back at you, Prairie. But yeah, it's a heck of a day here. Warm, but as I said, the breeze keeps it kind of nice. All right, so let's take a look at these bubbles before we need to use them. I forgot to make sure that there's not even any child-proof on here. Keep idiots like me from drinking them, but we won't drink the bubbles today. Not while you guys are watching, anyways. JT Paluki, do the Quebecanese count? If they want, yes, absolutely. All right, so let's get some bubbles going. That's always step one. get rid of any bubbles we don't want in the sluice. Looking pretty damn good, actually, right off the start. Tell you what's not looking good. This is why you prepare ahead of time, and I don't, and I should have. That sluice mat is backwards. Aaron, you got the same sluice man. You're supposed to warn me about these things. We'll get her right fixed up. These damn Canadians always doing everything ass backwards. There we go. Wouldn't that have been something? Double run a full bucket of speed pan concentrates twice over a sluice with the mats in backwards. All right. Crisis averted. I wondered why there was no bubbles in the sluice. Like normally when I start it up, you can see where we get the bubbles to start that we need to get rid of. It wasn't looking quite right, and sure enough, much better. Lieutenant Eimelman, all the way from Germany. Welcome, pal. Dylan, welcome. I think Ben switched that sluice mat. I think you're absolutely right, GP. That shifty bastard wanted to take all the gold out of my tailings. Throw a bit more water in the pond to make sure the pump stays under. Now we're rocking. All right. Get some bubbles going. I think Ben's kind of lost the gear here somewhere, but anyway. No beer floating in the pool today. It's inside in the fridge because it's too hot. It'll toss a bit more bubbles in. Nice, Dylan. Hey, Stoney, welcome, pal. I mentioned it during Aaron's stream, Dylan. I don't know if you watch Treasure Outdoors. Awesome metal detecting channel. If you like metal detecting live streams, he does a really, really good job of it. He's got a GoPro with the chest rig, and he actually kind of pisses me off because I do metal detect, but I'm terrible at finding my targets and digging a small plug. I typically have to end up widening the hole. This guy just right on it. It's awesome. Get a couple scoops in. We'll see how our sluice is running. It is running a lot better than it would be if the mat was in backwards. Look at that. We're already into the jasper in those cons. That's awesome. Mama bird asking for more bubbles. Patience, Mom. What actually happens is I put the bubbles in. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look like too much. And then I add more. And it ends up, yeah, you know what? The hell with it. There we go. Bubbles are cheap. Yeah. First of all, welcome, Weezen. But yeah, metal detecting is not for everyone. I actually, to be honest with you, I enjoy it, but I get bored of it really quick. Unless I'm at like a relic site with really old stuff, I get bored of it really quick. You know, swinging it around in a tot lot, finding pop cans and hypodermic needles in the city is not my bag, right? Yeah, for sure, Prairie. If it was just me doing this, I'd put jet dry in, but yeah, the bubbles are popular. So I still can't get into the best part of my creek. This is again dirt from the same spot where we found the picker from the last live stream, which was 2 weeks ago. I did something a little different last week. To be honest, I mean, I love doing the live streams and stuff, but I like to sluice at the river, and unlike Aaron and Stoney, I don't have reception where I prospect. So, and also, for me to get between 0.1 and 0.2 grams of gold, what we sluice in every live stream is about 6 to 8 hours of work digging to get that 0.1, 0.2 that Stoney and Aaron get in like half the time. So last week I just wanted to not record anything, go down to the creek, no cameras, nothing like that, just me and my pack, have some fun, and I enjoyed it. But I went out this week and I got some dirt for the live stream. I actually I went out twice this week. Welcome, Thomas. don't go to Alabama Gold Camp, Thomas? I'd be there if I lived anywhere near there. And it is what it is, gentlemen. Like I enjoy doing it, but for me to do it live, you know, and get folks to watch, and, you know, do a big pen, and hey, does everyone see that tiny speck of flour gold? You know, it's you know, I can't. It takes me a while to get a line in a pan. We'll just put it that way. I mean, I'm grateful because there's a lot of people in Ontario that don't have a place to prospect. So. Hey, James, welcome. And no worries, you're not too late at all. We're just getting started. Welcome, Vester. Great to see you, buddy. Triple guns. It is cooking fantastic. I'm not a grandpa just yet. Wes, no, I've actually so before these wanker rules, I used to go to Lake Michigan quite a bit, and typically I'll go down to New England as well. So Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Have a good one, Lieutenant. Thanks for stopping by, pal. You got a clinger there. James, yeah. Jason does prospect Lake Superior. But they changed a lot of the rules in a lot of the areas, and you're not allowed to sluice at the beach anymore, from what I understand. Because, of course, one guy digging 10 holes with a shovel is way more powerful than all of Lake Superior combined, which erodes, 15 feet of shoreline in a single storm. But, hey, what do I know, right? That was sarcasm, by the way. Hey, Mentally Corrupted, welcome, pal. And yeah, Mega Dog, that was a fantastic video Jason did. I think I left a comment telling him he should find the guy that signed that law that says you can't sluice on the beach and deposit all those relics in his office since he loves them so much. No mankini today, Stoney. Only wear that when I can get in the pool. That was a big breeze. A piece of river glass there. These cons have been sitting in the sun and they smell kind of gross. But after my sidewalk sniping this week, I'll take this any day. So how am I collecting my cons? So typically what I do, Aaron, I think I showed it in a few videos back, but so what I'll do is I'll take a full-size 15-inch pan and I get it down to maybe, a quarter to an eighth of a pan, and then I put that into the bucket, and I'll typically bring home 2 buckets, and then prior to a live stream I'll pan that down to 1 just so I could save time. But yeah, that's how I collect my buckets to bring home anyways. Obviously at the river I just like to run my sluice like anybody else. Yeah, David's a happy looking fella, Carol. Look at him. Yeah, I mean, speed panning's the way to go, definitely, if you want to bring them home. I still prefer sluicing at the river. I mean, I'd like to get myself a high banker, but we'll see. Part of me actually wants to build one just because I've never built one before. I like building things. All right. Get that tailings bucket changed out. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. You guys, you just pan it out right where you're at, which is pretty cool. And as I was saying earlier, if I panned it the way you do where I'm at, it would make for a really, really crappy live stream and a lot of empty pans. So. Next, we're going to meet up with PA. That should be a good time. I might meet up with them in September if I can get out. I'm not 100% sure I can go down the cruise, but we'll see. I mean, Prairie, it all depends what you want to do. Like if I got a high banker, I can't, if I bought one, I'd probably buy one of the mini ones. I like things I can pack and carry with me. I mean, my area where I prospect, I'm hiking in for the most part, so I like everything to fit in a pack. And even when you're out, like when I go to New England, it's just to be able to throw my pack in the back of the truck and not worry about things too much. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see if I keep doing this where I'm processing concentrates at home. Part of me wants to build something bigger. Maybe go to Jason at Flower Gold Wizards and get the 10-inch version of this power head. Build something longer just for home and keep this in my pack and make everything, not have to take things in and out. I mean, we'll see. But it all depends. I mean, it's what you want to do. Thanks, Careless. I like my shirt too. But yeah, it all depends what you want to do. And it all, I don't know how affluent anybody is. I mean, the beauty of prospecting is you can invest, $50 or less and be out in the river, or you could, want to spend $1,000, or so a lot of it's based on your financial situation too, right? I will say if you're going to justify it by how much gold you get, you're probably never going to pay for it in your lifetime, or maybe you will, right? It all depends where you live. The shirt and the bubbles are popular. Well, I'll take it. Careless. You want to spray Stony with the hose when you get a chance? Thanks. Looks like Magnum PI. We're all showing our age here. That was a great show, though. That's one of those shows, like, nice thing with YouTube, right? You can watch anything. You can watch old stuff. You can, like, Magnum PI kind of stood the test of time. A few months ago, I watched, when I was a kid, I used to love Knight Rider. I went and watched an episode of that, and holy cow, that didn't hold up at all. Welcome, JBM. Great to see you, pal. Dylan, what year was I born? I was born in 1974. I did love the 18. When I was a kid, I had the van and everything and all the figures. And I really, for the most part, dislike when they remake the old stuff. But I love the 18 movie with, I think Bradley Cooper was in it and Liam Neeson and a few other people. That was a really, really good remake, I thought, anyways. But it's funny, like you watch the 18 now, and I still like the old ones, like for the action and that. But like the plot to every single show is the same. Like, oh no, we're in trouble and they're after us, and how are we gonna get out of this one? And they drive the van into like some abandoned warehouse, and BA starts welding shit up and sparks everywhere, and next thing you know, they bust out and save the day. And you know what? Every week I tuned in and watched it anyway. See, Prairie, I was just, I don't want to get into politics, so I won't, but I was just going to speak about the Dukes of Hazzard and cancel culture because they don't show the old episodes anymore. And you know what? You know, that's a load of BS. You know, at the end of the day, Dukes of Hazzard was a great show. Loved that was my favorite show as a kid. And Waylon Jennings sang the theme song, and I used to know it off by heart. Those bubbles are looking fantastic, if I do say so myself. I am disappointed that this doesn't smell like, it's supposed to smell like orange, but the other one that I normally use, the environmentally friendly stuff, was like lemon and tea tree oil, and it smelled fantastic. This stuff, it smells like orange if you stick your nose in the bottle, but Daisy Duke. Sin City, welcome. I dream of Jeannie, and boy do I. No doubt. And even back in the day, I Dream of Jeannie was kind of a controversial show, right? For that outfit or something like that. The bigger question for all the boys here, and the ladies, if that's your thing, Ginger or Marianne? Discuss. I went Sin City. I'm a Marianne kind of guy. Ginger just seemed a little high maintenance. Attaboy, wheezing. That being said, if I was stuck on a tropical island with Ginger and Marianne, I'd probably be in no rush to build a coconut radio either. Hey, Frederick, welcome, pal. Great to see you. My HX settle for Mrs. Howell. What a great line. All right. What time we got? We're 20 to 5 here. Frederick Woods is in Alaska. I love Alaska. All right, we'll get ready for the second half of the run. if we're seeing anything in the sluice today. I'm seeing one gold flake. Let's bring you guys in. The beauty of not having you guys on duct tape is I can actually detach you and move you around a little. There we go. That gold flake is right there. And I see lots of shiny pyrite around and plenty of black sands. Cool. Here's what our concentrates look like. Nice and dark. All right, hopefully I didn't screw the picture up. That Kurt, that guy was part hound dog. Man, it didn't, luckily, in this day and age, we have interracial marriage, but man, green, snorkel coming into the head, 2 heads, 4 arms, Kurt didn't care. He was doing it all. Dan Sluicen is this guy right here. He's shifty. His eyes light up there when he gets excited. I'm gonna chill out for a bit and have a stogie. It's almost 5. It's almost beer o'clock. Short work week for the win. I mean, I own my own business, so it's not really, for me, most of my work weeks are short, but crazy windy though. Well, not crazy, could be worse. But yeah, beautiful day. Jason, welcome, pal. Great to see you. Underground adventures, I wish. I'm just not that good at this stuff, or I'm not in the right area. JBM, where are the brewskis? The brewskis are in the fridge, and we'll be out here in about 15 minutes. What is my favorite thing about gold prospecting? I think I mean, this is kind of a cheesy answer because it's my favorite thing about hunting and fishing is just being outside. But specifically gold prospecting, my favorite idea is that I'm uncovering something that I get to see in that pen that's valuable to people, that's worth something that no other human on this planet has ever seen before I see it. I think that's super cool and super interesting, to be honest with you. I think if you want to make money off of gold, you have to be mining. And I'm an industrial engineer. It's what I do. And I do PSRs, safety assessments, layout drawings, takeoffs, things like that. And I do a lot of work in mines. And I don't want to work that hard, man. Those guys work like dogs. But they make good bucks. Toddles, Jason, I'll be joining you in a few minutes, pal. JT Paluki, I'm going to disagree with that one. Because gold is always good. That's true as well, Weasel. These are, reading the river and finding that tucked away gold, on an inside bend in the right spot behind a rock or in a nook or a cranny or a crevice, and saying, yeah, I think there might be some there, and then you find it. It's like there's a certain satisfaction to that as well, too. Hey, Mr. Tahoe, welcome. I am the same way, gentlemen. At last count, between here and my camp, I've got almost 55-gallon pails. The nice thing is they all nest, so if you're strong enough to get them apart, if the military could ever harness whatever it is that keeps two 5-gallon pails stuck together, they can make a hell of a weapon, let me tell you. You could probably power cars with that shit. Joseph Knowlton, great to see you, pal. Mama with the inside track on the buckets. I like that. That's a good idea. Mine all come from Canadian Tire, which is kind of our version of your Napa. And it's one of those things like when I'm in, like, I think I'll grab a couple buckets. When I'm in like once or twice a week, I'll grab a couple buckets. Steve, what's the temperature up there? It is 77 degrees today. Frankie Fitness, well then welcome. I like gold too. I'm kind of picky when it comes to for the guy that doesn't mind getting dirty and prospecting. I'm really picky with my gear and my equipment. The guy literally washed my buckets like you would wash your car. Kind of a weird thing, but it keeps me busy. I know, Hobo Rob, you're right. You shouldn't put them away wet, but then you got to wait for them to dry, and you got to lay them out. Do I watch Dan the Prospector? Is it Dan Hurd? Yeah, I watch Dan Hurd. Mr. Tahoe, I think that adds up. The pickle factory. Buckets from the pickle factory. I don't know about. I like pickles and all, but then my shed would smell like pickles. My shop would smell like pickles. I do clean my gold with vinegar and salt, though, so maybe it would help clean it along the way. Who knows, right? Well, I'm glad you found us too, Frankie. There are some awesome channels here watching as we speak. Flower Gold Wizards is probably my favorite YouTube channel. Gentleman Prospector has a fantastic YouTube channel. Gold is Where You Find It. Aaron, fantastic channel. Lots of great channels in here, great people, very knowledgeable. Learn a lot from everybody, right, as we go along. So it's a great community and a great time. Free Agent 7007. This is a Gold Hog mini stream sluice. My favorite piece of equipment. Comes with the mat and everything. I don't know where you are. American with the leg kit and the legs and the sluice mat. Goes for under 200 bucks. This is the Flower Gold Wizards 6-inch sluice head. Get a hold of Jason on his channel, Flower Gold Wizards, if you want to get your own. Fantastic. It's my favorite sluice head. Great piece of equipment. Dale, welcome. Great to see you. We didn't see you this morning on Aaron's stream. We were all talking about you, worried about you. All right. Well, I'm not going to delay any longer. We've got to get this sluiced, but I'm going to take a two-minute break or less to run in house, get myself a couple brewskis, and be back. Someone out there, please join me so I'm not drinking alone. Be right back, guys. Cheers, folks. Flash. Welcome, Ed. Great to see you, pal. What a gorgeous day, man. Just beautiful. They are fantastic. Uh, as I mentioned earlier, the sluice heads, I'll probably soon be ordering a 10-inch because I want to build my own sluice. I'm actually, because I do these lives, I've been saving up buckets of dirt as well to get me kind of through the winter, and I want to have a setup in my shop. I actually bought some gear to extend the Wi-Fi in my garage, so I can do this in the winter time, or I can do this when it's pouring rain. You know, I prefer to be outside, but you know, it gives us some options as well. The gnome, yeah. You got a dollar store near you? You can pick one up for yourself. This is actually no, but not Bush today. It's a nice weekend. It's a long weekend. These are called Klaushaller. It's a German beer. I enjoy it. And thank you, Mr. Kyle. I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely want to get myself a 10-inch version of this. Build a bigger sluice for the shop. So I do these lives on the weekend, and then I've got to tear everything down and I put it away. And you know, not that it's that much work, but it would be nice to have something in the shop where I can just have it set up and not have to tear it down. Just kind of put it in the corner, flop it out on a table, set it up, and run away, right? Nice thing about this second run is the cons don't smell half as bad. Yeah, Megan, to be honest, I'm disappointed in this orange scent, man. The letdown. Tablet in one hand, scoop in the other. No room for the beer. That's not good. You like the pinwheel, Gail? I like the pinwheel too. David is doing what David always does, laying on his side. I think David is unionized. See, gold is where you find it down there, trying to be the new Scotland. Someone's got to do it, right? Get a hold of Jason, and these things are awesome. Saw Miller Prospecting's review on the cleanup sluice was really, really good. And Jason, if you're and Wes, if you're still around, like, it was my impression you guys designed that only for beach gold, and it looked like Dylan was able to capture pretty much any size gold with it. Yes, you can be mod, Carlos. There you go. Name a car for an edit. 2019 Dodge Ram. It's even bigger than a car. It's a truck. We pour a little water down there. Hit the stuff that I missed putting on the sluice head. Have a good one, Jason. Thanks for swinging by, pal. Appreciate it. Aaron, there's no alligators in North Georgia. There's definitely no alligators in southern Canada. Flashy's a humble dude, eh? Definitely beer break, JDM. I'm in no rush. Stony. What? I could say so many things to that comment, but I won't. It's one of those days where it's just too nice out to rush anything. You tell them, Ed. I am fishing. I'm fishing for concentrates. I'm definitely not fishing. If I was fishing, I'd have been through way more beer. That is going down dangerously well, though. I'm a good influence on people, Prairie. Dark clouds moving in and out. Have a good one, high water. Thanks for swinging by, pal. Change out that tailing bucket. Not gonna lie, that freaked me right out. I saw that in the tailings bucket and it caught a shine there for a second. It's just a piece of clamshell. Gail, I'm pretty sure I was watching Stoney's live a couple of weeks ago and I thought I saw the bubbles come past. So, I mean, he's pretty far west from me. I think they're in Russia by now, maybe. Flower Gold Wizards Patreon meetups. That would be awesome. So somebody asked earlier, yes, I do have a video coming out tonight, just so there's no confusion between the two. Can't make it, no big deal. YouTube kind of shifts around for us folks with outdoor channels this time of year. The viewership obviously goes down because people that like what we do are out there doing it themselves, right? So, analytics kind of tell us that Sunday afternoon through I think it's Tuesday are the good times to release a video. And Gentleman and Mama Bird have an awesome video, I'm sure, coming out tomorrow. I didn't want to conflict with that, so I put mine on tonight. You guys can make it, that's great. You don't have a whole lot of ATC in one day, so the way to look at that is kind of like pulling off a band-aid. Just get it over with and have it all in one day, right? All right. 20 after 5 almost. I should get around to sluicing some of this stuff, I guess. Yeah, there's no need to change times. I mean, there's plenty of time in there for everybody. I mean, one thing that would be neat to organize at some point would be nice if all of us that have gold channels, maybe like sometime in the winter, pick like a Saturday or Sunday that did like a marathon. We'll go from one place, have a premiere, head over to the next channel, and one channel passes it on to the next. I think that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, gentlemen, I think it'll work out good. I mean, not in the summer when everyone's out and about, but sometime in the winter when people are kind of holed up and watching a lot of TV, so to speak. It's a good way for people, too, that watch some of our channels to get exposed to other people's channels that they may not see as well, right? Or even know about. The one thing, Gail, and I mean, it's been mentioned earlier, Joseph's kind of mentioned it earlier as well, is, you know, I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated to come to a live stream. These things are supposed to be fun, right? I mean, I do these because I like interacting with you guys. Honestly, if you can't make one, you can't make one. It's not the end of the world. Black water on my stogie. What's up with that? 24 hours? You can have the 3 in the morning slot, Ed. The hell with that. That's crazy. Midnight to 1 a.m. That's still late for a country boy like me. P o'clock. Nice one, JT. Joseph. That's gold. What's up, Andrew? If you guys haven't checked out That's Gold, absolutely fantastic. Another one of my favorite YouTube channels. Got a hanger in the sluice. There you go. Stoney's on board. Awesome. Oh, hours for the watch program. Um, actually, I checked yesterday. I was at, you need 3,000, and I'm at like 2,920, and YouTube is like 5 days behind counting them. No rush. You can absolutely just watch Careless. In fact, everybody can just watch. So, kind of on that topic, um, I've been kind of racking my brain of what to do with it, and I don't 100% know just yet. But one thing I always said is, you know, if I do get monetized, I will never lock any content behind monetization. That's my first thing is, you know, I don't want to bash. Everyone does their own thing. Everybody runs their channels their own way. So I'm not bashing people that do, but I got on YouTube because I like to share what I'm doing and I like to interact with you guys. And I love the community aspect. And the idea of me making a video that only certain people get to see just kind of doesn't do it for me, right? So, yeah, we'll figure it out when the time comes. I mean, again, I'm in no rush. And that's valid too, Stoney. If you decide not to do it, that's on you. I mean, I haven't even 100% decided what, if anything, I'm doing. I will say, because I do like to fool around with this kind of stuff. I know when you join channels as a channel member, you get access to custom avatar, custom emojis. And I went online and I figured out kind of how to design custom emojis. So we've got a Ben sluicing emoji coming. We've got a bubbles emoji coming. We just add bubbles into the chat. A few of the little things I think make my channel a little bit different, or my lives a little bit different. Everybody's got their own kind of deal. But, yeah, haven't even decided what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Yeah, absolutely, Ed. It's, to each their own, and maybe I change my mind at some point. Maybe I don't. Another one of my absolute favorite YouTube channels is Hit the Explorer. And they've got a lot of members-only content. Some of it's, Wes and Tom are just characters, right? So it works better for them than I think it would work for me. But, who knows? Have a good one, Gail. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, you have to be a partner to have membership available. Again, I'm something like 70 or 80 hours away from that. Or by this time next week, I could have it if I decide to. I got to see what it's all about too. Like, you have to apply for it. You did it yourself, Ed. You know more about it than I do. That's for sure. Well, let's be honest, Stoney, and it's nothing against anybody that doesn't want to have that doesn't want to pay for a membership. But typically, the people that are going to complain are not the people that are going to be paying for one anyway. Right? I certainly wouldn't think that they're going to not watch your channel because they're not members, as long as you keep your channel open to everybody. As good as it is. Home Zoo, welcome, buddy. Yeah, Joseph Careless did hop on, but he was on, I think it's PA Patriot uses StreamYard. So anybody can call in. If the host is on YouTube, anyone can call into a StreamYard. Never give up on the bottom of a bucket. Use the orange tub as my cleanup bin. It's actually my panning station. Joseph. Joseph, Joseph, Joseph. All right. Just shut this sluice down just to get the mats out of it. All right, instant panning station. I almost think I've done this before. See, lots of pyrite in there and one really nice garnet. Nice clean mat right there. Perfect. Okay. So we'll turn the sluice back on for relaxation purposes. And for bubble maintenance, of course. Cheers, Ed. Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it, pal. Who said ribeye? Having burgers for supper, isn't it? Ribeye is my absolute favorite. Crazy pyrite as always. Neato. Some crazy nice garnets in here. I'll pull those out just to show the rock crown. Those almost look polished. No Careless and Mama love their rocks. Good amount of them too. There we go, just for the rock crowd. JT, what did I miss? New grandbaby this morning. Congratulations, JT. That's awesome. Now you got to teach him not to do anything that we would do. What? Thanks, that's gold. It's actually on tonight. Yeah, it's on tonight. Heavy Pants Home Zoo, thanks for swinging by, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. Get this down into my little peanut pan here. Seen a little bit of gold, but hopefully it's buried under these black sands, or it's going to be a pretty bad reveal. I love switching to the little pan after you're using the full 15-inch pan. Just feels so nice and light. I'm going to be smart and pan into this. In case I miss anything. And we got floating gold. That's not good. It's better than no gold at all, but I poured that pail in and didn't realize that the pails didn't have any, never thought the pails didn't have any bubbles or dish soap in them. Anyway, we're all good now. getting there. All right, well, that's better. Starting to see some show up. That's good. That's good. As always, I'll clean this up properly after the live stream and post a weight either on my community tab or as a separate little video. No pickers in this batch, unlike last live stream, unfortunately. Funny thing is, last live stream, I didn't do, shouldn't say that. I wouldn't have done as well as I did without that picker. That weigh-in was 0.19, and 0.07 of it was that picker. So it would have been like a 0.12 weigh-in, which is not a fantastic day for me. All right, we'll just walk it up. It doesn't have to be perfect since I'm going to clean it out shortly afterwards anyways. So there we go. Need a beer after that. Yeah, no pickers this time. So some nice chunkers in there, nice peelers. Maybe a poker, a feeler, some liquor. All right. Let's make this pretty. Heavy, chunky black sand. We'll get that out of the way. This time I can move you guys to the gold instead of the other way around. There we go. How does that look? I'm kind of looking at my tablet right now so I can make sure you guys get a good look at it. Since you waited this long, kind of the least I could do. All right. Sweet. Put that there so I don't knock it over. Good times. Yeah, that's not a bad. I don't want to. It's so hard for me to make an estimate because my gold that I'm finding is always so thin and flat. I know it looks bigger on camera. That's what she said. But yeah, it's a lot of my gold is flat, so it looks like I've got a lot, but it looks like it's a decent cleanup for sure. We'll see this week. I'll let that dry out on the workbench and do all the fun stuff. Take a magnet to it, get rid of all the magnetics, pan those out, and see where we go. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. That's 6 to 8 hours of work, but I'm still pretty happy with it. You got that right, JT. So yeah, as always, I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching. Always enjoy interacting with everybody. Ben Sluice wants to thank you as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. Lots of pirate. Those garnets were nice and big. A couple of them are really nice and transparent, or translucent, sorry. And, thanks, gentlemen. I enjoy doing it as well. Enjoy having you guys. Gentlemen, you and Mama got to get that live stuff down pat because you guys have an awesome personality for a live stream. Can't wait. You guys will figured out, get it perfect, and hey, when you're running, man, it's a fun place to be. So awesome stuff. Be good, Mama's bird says to Ben. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna shut her down. Give you back some time. Hopefully, if you're around in what is it now? Almost 6. About an hour and a half of my video is gonna drop. If you're around for the premiere, that's awesome. But if you're not, nobody feel bad about it. I actually wasn't gonna do it as a premiere, but I figured, what the hell, throw it out there. So if you guys are around, we'll see you then. Otherwise, cheers, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for coming out. Appreciate it. We'll get this all cleaned up and see you next time.